So what's happening with our brains in meditation? Well, lots of things, but as we've established in other conversations, there are various states of consciousness. And Vedic meditation in particular is looking to cultivate a fourth state of consciousness, which has a distinct physiological marker, a distinct brain state from waking, sleeping, and dreaming. And so on that alone, we are not sleeping or dreaming. It's a wakeful type of experience of consciousness, but our eyes are closed. And yet it has this feeling of pure awareness, of something beyond thought, of beyond what we experience in normal waking life, that eventually, as we're using the mantra and it's settling us down, it's de-exciting our mind and thereby our body, because the mind and body are one, of course. We can get to a place, not all the time, but many a time, where there's no mantra, there is no thought or anything, there's just pure bliss. And that bliss is what allows there to eventually be pure silence. And, in terms of physiologically, we see that oxygen consumption goes down, heart rate goes down, metabolism lowers, all of these things lower in concert with the brain going into a different wave function, so that overall the body can be in a parasympathetic nervous system state versus a sympathetic nervous system state. Sympathetic nervous system is the fight flight response or the fight flight freeze. And it is a very important response to have if a tiger walks in the room. It's a very important response to have if you are in dire physical danger. But most of the time in modern life, that danger is an email coming that we didn't want, or it's someone being bratty to us on the subway. And we really don't need to have quite the same fight or flight. We don't need to have a fight flight response at all. It's an irrelevant response from an overstimulated system. So by allowing ourselves to bask in the parasympathetic system, to activate that, we are sort of bathing our bodies in the stay and play, the bliss chemistry of dopamine and serotonin versus the cortisol and epinephrine that gets released in the fight flight response, which too many of us are unconsciously living in. We are activating that fight flight, just by making a work call, not even a particularly tense one. So that's what's happening in the brain, the physiology. We are letting ourselves remember what it is to be in that parasympathetic state, so that that becomes the baseline. We oftentimes say that Vedic meditation offers us baseline happiness, but the baseline happiness stems from the ability of the actual physiology to be in a parasympathetic state, to be there safely and regularly and consistently in activity.